And finally tonight, it doesn't matter what kind of documents the White House releases or that the president is trying to get the country focused on the more serious issues. Birthers aren't interested in facts or evidence. In fact, they're not done. The release of President Obama's long-form birth certificate is now paving the way for a whole new bunch of new crackpot theories. Birther Queen Orly Tates. She says that the race of the president's father should not be listed as African, but Negro. She also claims the president is using a fake Social Security number. Joseph Farah, editor of the right-wing WorldNet Daily and an informal Donald Trump advisor, says there are still more questions that need to be answered, including, quote, Barack Obama's parentage, his adoption, his citizenship status throughout his life. Meanwhile, the Drudge Report is echoing the Trump talking points and demanding the next round of documents, the president's college records. Trump has questioned President Obama's Ivy League worthiness, even though Trump's own son-in-law had his father pay Harvard millions just to get him in the front door. Well, now let's call on Lee Papa. He's the author of the Rude Pundit blog, as well as the Rude Pundit's Almanac, available at Orbooks.com. Welcome.
Nice to be here.
Great to have you with us, Lee. What's the liberal strategy moving forward with these crazies not giving up on this? What do you think?
I think that there's something kind of maybe a little masterful about what Obama did. As always with Obama, there's always two ways we can look at it. We can say in one way he gave in to the bullies and he admitted and he showed them what they were looking for, paid a kind of ransom to their rhetoric. On the other hand, we could say that what he's done is to isolate and separate some of the crazies on the right. He's showing that this is what the Republican Party is now. It is a party that is letting its racist flag fly.
The president said when he was elected that he was going to be the president of all the people. And I personally think the president came out today and did this because he doesn't want Americans to fall for the falsehoods of all of this. I think he talked about focusing the country and getting on the big issues. In that respect, did the president hit it out of the park?
I think the president was right to call out people for being sideshows and carnival barkers. But the other thing that he did was he isolated this notion of birtherism and said, okay, I've put up what you've asked me to, so that if you believe anything else, then you obviously no evidence will ever be enough for you. And that's why you're getting them veering to these other issues, whether it's the Orly Tate stuff, whether it's the Harvard transcripts, whether it's who wrote him letters of recommendation for Harvard. This is something else that they're going at. If it's not going to be...
And where do the Republican candidates go from here? The Mitt Romneys, the Tim Pawlenty's, the Newt Gingrich's. Where do they go from here on this story?
Isn't it a shame that that's what Republicanism has become now? Now, in order to appease the base of the Republican Party, you've got to be anti-gay, rabidly anti-choice, and in some way a birther. This is who they're going to have to deal with, and this is who they're going to have to confront in the primary season.
Lee Papa, great to have you with us.
Thank you.
The Rude Pundit. Thanks for your time tonight.